Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5. Good morning to the world. This is the LB hour, the pound hour, affectionately known as. And I don't know why I say it's affectionately known, because nobody thinks it's affectionate pounding, but it doesn't. That sounds horrible. Good morning. Hey, listen, how are you this morning, Brian?
Good. I was reading a book called Affectionate Pounding. It's incredible.
Yeah, I see that the Penthouse Forum back in the day.
Yeah, it was written by Hugh Hefner and Dr. Joyce Brothers. It's an incredible collaboration. That's why I have the C hat on, for collaboration.
So you know, I need to take 10 seconds to unlock the door because the car just pulled up and
Of course, the car just pulled up, but that's okay. Here's what we're going to do, folks. I was going to open the show by saying, I just washed my hair and I can't do a thing with it. That's an old commercial. So we're going to share the screen. Share the screen. We're going to play this.
it's not sour. It's yeah. Okay, I know. Thank you. So, what do we got here?
I was just entertaining the crowd. I was going to say to you, I just washed my hair and I can't do a thing with it. Then I was going to show you the 1968 Twice as Nice commercial, but I just did that for the audience. They loved it.
Well, I had somebody walk in the house who smelled. So yesterday when I made breakfast, I fried all these veggies and stuff with the tortillas. Anyways, it all stuck on the plate, and so it was horrific. So it was. I mean, it just had a horrible smell all day long. And so this moment ago, I revisited that smell and washed the dishes, and it was stuck in the dishes. And so I had to scrub them all out. And so that's what somebody here now is smelling. That with I also put in apple cider vinegar, and it's I cleaned it out finally. It just took like an hour.
So who was at the door?
A kid named Chandler.
A kid named Chandler.
Kid named Chandler.
Big fan of Chelsea Handler.
Yes, exactly. He's come over here with his shades on, trying to think he's had a hard night last night. Apparently, he's trying to think. Oh, well, either way.
Well, there once was a young man named Chandler. We'll work on that lyric or limerick. Once was a young man named Chandler.
He went to a doctor's appointment, apparently, and found something he couldn't handle.
That's way too long. You got a limit on how many syllables you use in a limerick. It's a strict rule. There once was a young man named Chandler. He was quite the animal handler. You could do that.
Hey, there you go. That's about the only thing I can think of, though, because other than that, I've all shortened it to Chan, because that's the way it's, you know.
He was a big fan of Adam Sandler.
Yes, he was, actually. All right. Yeah, that's just kind of funny. There you go. You get a couple of them. Handler, Sandler, Panhandler, Chandler. That's what we'll call him later on.
Well, we already had handled in it, so.
Oh, yeah. Right. All right. Well,
he's good, but he's no Highlander. See, there you go.
There you go.
Close.
Yeah, it's a harder one to match. Handler.
I'm trying to get Jim T to teach a limerick class. The guy that was at our show the other night on Friday Night Live. He's quite the limerick expert. So
I'd have pretty good limericks.
A Zoom limerick class. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be fun, actually.
We should have him on as a guest sometime. That guy's a great conversationalist.
Yeah, he was most definitely.
Well, you and Jim on camera, you guys did great. It was a good repartee back and forth. I liked the discussion. It was fun. He works off you well, so we got to use that.
Well, yeah, I see how. Yeah, Brian just throws me in. Like, oh, okay. So it's like, sink or swim, but I don't mind. Obviously, It's like, oh, and he's like,
well, I had to let you know that you did a good job, because I don't really care about your personal life, but if you do well on Friday Night Live, man, I'm all over that. I liked it. You interviewed him well. That was good.
That was good.
And we'll work on that format. Maybe you interview somebody the next time I interview them or something like that. We'll kind of work. We had a great format Friday nights. I felt good about that.
Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, we switched that over to YouTube, so now people can watch it on YouTube. I
Yeah.
switched it over specifically for Jim that early because
Yeah.
he doesn't have
Well, I think you
Facebook.
just put it on right when you get it, we get done.
Sure.
And then like you said, on Friday, you can post, hey, we're doing the replay tonight on Facebook. So we get more Facebook likes.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah. Cause our YouTube is getting going, but we're not really ready to start pushing everybody over there. But like
yeah,
Jim,
but right now I got 600 some odd views off of Facebook, so that's
yeah,
good.
so we'll hit Facebook hard. And then as we feel real confident about the YouTube, we just start sending people over. Oh, and you can
Mhm.
also send videos directly to people like Jim or whoever too. So we got all kinds of options.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, so yeah, I will do that for sure. He's a great guy. We'll have to get him in there. Matter of fact, I get to see our friend Paul Maurer today, as a matter of fact,
What time you seeing him?
at noon. I'm him and I are gonna go to lunch and going to take him to do some business down in Portland real quick.
Oh, cool. Oh, could you and he and you work on this idea? I messaged him the other day and said it'd be kind of cool to shoot a pre-taped thing about a single, a little interview, and that way we can edit and cut it and all that. So talk to him about that today if you on the
Yeah,
drive.
no, for sure. I want to see how he gets. Like I said, for sale, his album just came out, and I don't know how to promote that.
Well, that's what we're saying. If he has a nice video with interview, quick cuts, cool music parts, like a 5 to 10, maybe, I don't know. Maybe just talk to him about it. He
I
wants
watched-
to use video to promote, and we'll do it pre-recorded, not live. So
I watched a neat little video last night from a guy from Longview who he lost his drone in the lake, and
wow.
it was actually, I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, you did. I haven't been able to watch it yet.
That's okay, but the way that he made the video, I mean, he's pretty talented. He's got some skills.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of, it wasn't just a drone footage type of thing.
I'm gonna get a pen. Write this down.
So, folks, while he gets a pen, let's think about where that ink comes from. Where does ink come from besides the squid?
Well, it was made in South America by the Incas. We know that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, you were good. Matter of fact, you were good too with the utterly ridiculous joke the other day.
Yeah.
That's timely, and you were timely. I was homely. It was good.
I watched the drone footage.
Yeah, it's
And
not
so
that actually.
it's a young talent. That's cool. A new talent in town. Anytime there's a good video guy, we got another guy named Jacob Rohrback. He does some cool videos too. So
Yeah, Jake makes movies. This guy makes. Actually, I've never met him before ever, and I'm sure I will because he looks like Chandler, but same age. And,
where'd you find the footage?
on Facebook somewhere, just I'm not sure, Cal's News maybe or somewhere. I'm not sure where it was.
Did you
But
share it?
Huh?
Did you share it?
No, I did not share it because I can't remember where it was. I shared it to you and a couple people, or
Yeah.
just you,
Next
basically.
time you see it, just share it, and we can put it on here on the show and talk about it.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
find
for
that
sure.
guy.
Faux show. It was interesting because, I mean, I thought it was gonna be. I'm like, I don't want to watch somebody lame doing this thing, but it actually was pretty multi-talented, and he was able to put in stuff in his little videos. You know what I mean? So,
Oh yeah, those kids know how to edit and do everything.
Yep.
We could
Yeah.
even bring a guy like that in to help on the Paul video because
Yeah.
I want that edgy editing that'll make Paul look as weird as he is because he knows he's a wacky guy.
This guy can definitely edit. I thought he might be the guy that you had worked with before. as
He
far as-
might be involved. There's Nick, my friend Nick, he got a guy, and wow, that guy is incredible. So there's a lot of young talent out there in the video editing and shooting and drones. It's awesome. We got to showcase them too. I want to show them off, man.
Yeah, if I could use my other hand, I would definitely get a drone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure how I could do that without with one-handed doing it.
Oh, on our on Friday Night Live, it'd be nice to during like have almost like commercial breaks where we talk about links to new talent like that. Say we have a cameraman, Steve Williams or whatever, and show his link and stuff. Try to promote local entertainment and just talent. And it's actually it'll help us. It's one
Yeah,
of the
Steve.
tricks because they'll start doing work for us, wanting to show off for us because we promote them. Then we'll
Speaking
have
of,
all the best camera stuff. We need better camera stuff. So we'll get the young guys helping.
speaking of which, we can talk about that stuff later, but did somebody else ask you if they wanted you to host their show or something?
There's rumor of a guy named Tony Jones. I got to check that it was really him. There's a lot of imposters out there, but it looked like him. Yeah, he said host when he does grants, he wants opening with some humor, comedy or whatever. So I told him we can do it. Me and you and I could do a 2-man thing, and he said, "Great."
Yeah, or you can do a
Wanted
one
to
man
pay us,
show, we'll
but-
figure it out. Whatever they want, no big deal. I mean, it's all for fun, you know. And Grant's a good guy. So is Tony. If they want
Yeah.
something like that.
We got to
And if
get something. If he sets a date, we got to have something good though.
Well, we make that part of the Friday Night Live. Actually, we could do our own show for Friday Night Live, you know. And
Yeah, I like that. If it's a Friday night, man, we just shoot it from there. That'd be fun.
that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do that. Actually, that'd be
That'd
kind
be
of
great.
yeah. But anyways, besides our own thing, what else you got going on? Anything next day?
Oh, today I got an electrician. Is coming over. We're gonna do some work, and I'm writing, and we're just working on the show. And
Cool. I have a couple little things here I was going to show as far as the questions. If you're ready, whenever you're ready for questions.
yeah. So you're gonna head to Portland today. That's cool.
I am, yeah. So the questions, this one that you're coming off of Interviewing Place, which is basically conversationworlds.com, conversationstarters.com. So
I like
when
it.
was the last time that you worked incredibly hard?
I would say about an hour ago, I had to go look for some electrical stuff, and it was incredibly hard. Actually, it wasn't physical, but it was mentally taxing. So I learned a lesson from that. If you're going to have an electrician do the job, have him do the shopping too. Pay him an hourly wage for getting this stuff, because
They know what they're getting.
oh yeah, regular guy getting the stuff, that's not good.
Yeah, I get you there. Yeah, no, most definitely. But that's a kind of a lot to
So an hour ago.
expensive to have him go shopping. You know, if he says what he wants, then you can just go put it ahead of time and actually put the order in and have it at the loading dock at
Yeah.
Home Depot or something.
Yeah, I'll let the guy handle that. I think that's a lesson I learned. If you bring a guy in, let him handle everything. Get out of his way. So it was an hour ago.
Oh, well, there you go. Working very hard. Well, that's good. I'm trying to think of the last time I worked. Actually, I did work incredibly hard the other day, doing some mental work with the character building on some
Yeah,
stuff.
great work, actually.
Yeah, we both did good work on that. Actually, it was pretty good. I like that, and I didn't get back to it, but yeah, that was actually. But that's not really super hard work for me. I mean, that's just creativity is fun, but it's
It's
not.
not that easy, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. Because everybody's
that's
got
true.
an idea,
That's
a
true.
movie, a book, but it's the doing it that's hard, the backstory stuff.
Yeah, the backstory. Yeah, I get
Fun
that.
though.
That's always fun. But as far as like physical labor goes, I'm trying to think of the last time I actually did physical labor thing. Actually, I'll go to my most incredibly physically.
They're not
labor-
asking about physical labor. Last time you worked incredibly hard.
Oh, well, yeah. Actually, because we wait till the last moment, it seems like everything's incredibly hard.
I think Friday night, because you said Saturday you're just pooped. So
Yeah, actually,
Friday
I
Night
will.
Live, they'll get easier as we go along.
Yeah, we do an hour show, and I'm wiped out the whole next day. I mean, mine it takes you an hour to get things set up and whatnot, but by the time we're done, I'm like just the next day mentally taxed and
Yeah.
and
It won't get more stressful when we add skits and people are bringing in set pieces and props, and
yeah, not at all.
Lorne Michaels shows up. We'll have Lorne Michaels there.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather be Lauren
Suddenly,
Michael.
yeah.
Tell him what to
Can
do.
you change into a different outfit in 1 minute? That's our challenge. We'll figure out. We'll adapt our outfits.
Yeah, I would look like something
You
like
have to.
yeah, it wouldn't be good if I was changing my clothes in that in a minute, 1 minute set. But you never know. We'll get there.
We're gonna-
Body's moving. But that was good. That was a good event, and yeah, it was a lot of work considering the next day, like I said, I was taxed. But I think that doing all the stuff that we do, like, well, whenever I do something, which is basically the nonprofit stuff, it's a lot of work. You gotta, last fundraiser we did, I'm not sure when that was, actually, in Christmas, I do believe. You out of here?
Yeah, it was a good fundraiser. See you later, Chandler.
Oh, he's gone. He just was outside, so he didn't talk in front of me.
Oh, he's out here.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Hi,
Well,
Chandler.
I saw him the other day. He wished that he was saying that he wished he could be two places at one time. So,
Well, his dad always was,
yeah.
right? That was kind of my specialty, by the way, people, was the being two places at once. Okay, so the second question is, are you active or do you prefer to just relax in your free time?
Very active.
Yeah, I think
I like a little relaxation, but not a lot.
not a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer if I could. I mean, I go out hiking. I like to do that stuff, but yeah. My son's about ready to vomit because of the smell that's in his house, but I killed it. It's dead, so that's good.
Well, what's the answer for you?
For me, in my free time, I love to be active, but if I can, I mean, I actually prefer to be. I don't like to sit around, and I've had to in the last last few years because of a stroke, really. But I hate relaxing, just sitting down.
Well, you don't like just sit for a long time. It's okay for 10 minutes. Like I was talking the other day, 10 minutes every hour. The last 10 minutes, relax.
Right.
Sit down, walk around, have some water. I got that from the legendary Brandon Burchard. He's on Facebook, man. He has just positive things every day that I love. I share the sayings with the people.
Okay, here you go. What do you do when you hang out with your friends?
I make them dress up and play characters and sit in chairs and act like they're on a talk show. So I have no friends right now.
Well, there you go. Well, I have a tendency to solve the world's problems and discuss, I don't know, philosophical debates on things and try to, I don't know, we have a lot of fun. I mean, we also have a glass of wine. I get ripped on, as my son's telling me here. But he doesn't know why I do that, so why I allow that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
I have a tendency. It's one of those things that when we have a group of people, I'm always the one getting ripped on because I'm usually the fire in the middle, and I like if I keep the fire going, everybody stays around the campfire.
But you're also being ripped on the entire time, which can't.
But you know what? No, it's perfectly fine. I'm absolutely fine with it because I'm the one that's there. They're there because of me. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
It just goes off my back like a duck in the water. It just goes right off my back. It doesn't bother me at all. Zero. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got the stories and everybody, but when it comes to me being the center of attention there, that's probably like kind of my thing. I'm like, oh, whatever. Whatever
yeah.
it costs to make everybody happy and comfortable, I'm okay with it. Doesn't bother me. I'm stronger than that. But anyways, who was your oldest friend, Brian? Where did you meet them?
His name's JC. It's his birthday today, March 29th. He's 2,054 years old.
There you go.
Everybody knows him. Everybody talks about him.
Yeah, I know. That's great. Yeah. He was your oldest friend.
Well, his dad, but nobody knows how old his dad is. He won't talk about it.
Right. Well, but as far as I liked your answer. But let's go to the physical form real quick. Who is your physically, since you were born, who is your oldest friend?
Dang, that's a tough one.
I know there's another Brian.
It's probably Brian Johnson. Steve George and Brian Johnson, but Brian Johnson, we're still like close and hang out a lot, so I'd go with him. Steve George as a longest friend, but Brian Johnson, longest close friend that I still hang out with.
That's good. Where did you meet Brian?
I met him. Well, I'd seen him in church, growing up in Little League, but then I met him officially in 8th grade art class, and the teacher moved me to sit next to him so that I behaved better.
No, that's good, I guess,
Yeah, no, well, it ended up he started behaving worse. So
that's how it usually works.
Calculated.
About me. Yep, that was the same way it was with me. So
well, the art teacher's still a close friend. So
there you go. Is she still alive?
Yeah, and she's purchased 25 of my children's books. Every time somebody she knows has a baby, she gives them the book Wishes in a Jar. So we're like, she and I actually might be the oldest friend. We go back to before I was born. She used to hang out with my mom and they pray for me while I was in my mom's belly. So I'd say Miss Mary Ann Gannett's my oldest friend.
Wow, wow, that's cool. Good job. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I think that my oldest friend is probably, and I'm not 100% certain on this, but I think it's Lance probably, because Lance Klecker was kind of he was in my
Yeah.
family, I think, before I was born. My mom was babysitting him before I was born. And so Lance, and then a girl named, oh no, a girl named Angelica. Angelica was also my second oldest friend, basically because our moms were, she was in daycare with me, actually, no, Sky Strayer actually was in Child Lab with me years ago. So, but those are my friends I don't really hang out with. The only one I hang out with Lance once in a blue moon, still in contact with him, but we don't seem to see, he's a different type of life than I do. So
Yeah, isn't Zach your closest Luke, closest long-term friend?
Zach, Luke, Peter, Mike, you name all these guys, and they're all like from kindergarten to third grade, and they're still right there with me. So yeah, pretty good. But and maybe a few others actually. But
yeah, well, that's
yeah,
cool.
I still hang out. Small town, apparently they don't get away too far.
Well, ask Chandler who his oldest friend is.
Well, he's gone. He's
goes. I just heard him again. But...
Oh yeah, no, he was walked upstairs.
Okay.
I'm in the dungeon down here, so he's on the third, fourth floor of the house, I do believe. I say that because I'm so rich. No, yeah, he's in the fourth floor of the house now. I can tell. No, but I think he's upstairs in his bedroom. Anyways, yeah, I'm not quite certain, but I've had a lot of really good friends, and I always appreciate them. And I mean, there's a Jennifer Chapman. Yeah, there's so many. Daphne. There's just, oh my gosh, kids from kindergarten I'm still friends with, and Jenny John. I have a couple different Jennies in my life still, so they're not forever and ever and ever. So, but anyway, yeah. Let's go to the next question. Next question of the day is, what's the best, worst thing about your work that you do? The best kind of work that you do, and the worst kind of thing you.
The best things where I got to do a lot of things the way I wanted and be innovative. So that's good. And worst thing was paperwork, which is no longer something I'm worried about. I got during the pandemic, I got good at paperwork. So
cheers to you, sir. Paperwork is not my forte. And that's why I did not, even though I had a kind of a corporate job on some levels, paperwork was one that I would take me, slow me down. I couldn't do anything about that. So I just hated that part. But you have to do what you have to do to keep a job sometimes, but I loved being innovative and working with different groups and cooperating with so many people. That's what I loved. I loved the camaraderie of all the stuff that I did. Yeah. So, I worked with, at the time, my last main jobs, I was working with 200 plus realtors and bankers and so forth. So it was fun. It was fun. And then also it says, tailor this question to the person you're talking to, whether they work or they are a student. Also, people like to let off steam. And some people like to keep it positive so you can choose which way you want to swing the question. Okay, so apparently let's just say that apparently.
Yeah, we swing it positive. Well, I think that goes without saying. You ask it and then see how it goes.
I'm not even doing that.
You don't give them the option. You just see what they do,
Yeah.
Some people complain immediately, but.
Well, if you're out there right now listening and watching by any chance, what was the best and the worst thing of your job?
Yeah.
Can you tell us that? Let us know.
Good one.
And feel free to like and subscribe. But if you had intro to music, what song would it be and why? I'm gonna think about that one for a second.
Well, I just changed. Now I would have Cuban music. I've been listening to that and it's blowing my mind.
The Cuban music?
So happy and powerful, and it almost makes you like, it creates an appetite and senses and stuff. It's good stuff. I had no idea about Cuban music. I just turned it on one time on YouTube and it was like, wow. So Cuban music.
Yeah, well, actually, I could do some Italian music as well. I don't mind. Actually a huge fan of Dean Martin, and the whole. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, I guess. That's why I would say. But if it's intro music for you for my song, it would have to be. I don't even know. Let me think here. I like Volare. That's what but that doesn't mean I would want it every time I walk in the door. Volare. Oh. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back to you on that one. But when you were really into, or what were you really into as a kid, Brian?
Music wise?
Life.
Oh, okay. We went off the music.
Yeah.
Shortchange music. What were you really into when you were a kid? Well, at one point, baseball. That's all I cared about. I watched the games and put on a uniform, watched the game of the week. And then I got really into the announcing and all that, the guys on the show. So baseball was my first wow,
Yeah.
big
That's
thing.
Cool. Yeah. I think I was really into Capsilla and it went from Legos, Capsilla and Capsilla was cool. Shrinky Dinks. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Shrinky Dinks, Capsilla, Etch a Sketch, and still the Etch a Sketches, and I'll tell you why some other time. But people everybody who watches this, they know about my Etch a Sketches concept. It's a thing. It's a good thing. But anyway.
Well, I got one more too. It's kind of weird. I lived in the woods basically, so I used to have a thing where I would try to track these animals and have them not know I was coming, elk, different things, deer and all this. And I'd try to go sneak through the forest because if nobody's around to play with, you just have to make up your own stuff. So I just go out in the woods. So yeah, I'd say tracking animals. I could sneak up on almost any animal.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, were you able to track them? Are you on track?
Well, I didn't kill them or anything. I just
No, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I always wanted to do like tracking for like photography. Actually, I don't want to kill them.
Yeah,
but find a good bear and get up real close and take a picture. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I chased a rabbit one time, got a hold of it, and then let it go. It was fast, but I had seen different rabbits so much and how they moved that I knew which way he would fake and stuff. It was wild. So as a little kid, I was probably 10.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun stuff to do. I mean, when I was a kid, I had
a tough time catching the elk, though.
Like I said the other day, I caught a lot of bullfrogs and did stuff like that. But I wasn't really. I mean, it was fun. I was into everything. I was into shoot. When I was a kid, I got into boxing, wrestling, you name it. It was a lot of fun stuff. Anything you could be around other kids with. It was the way to do things. I didn't like being by myself, and I still don't because I would find myself too often at home.
Yeah. See, I like being by myself. So.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I mean, it was like if I was home by myself, I was at home in this giant house, and there's nobody there. So I would intentionally find, have to go outside and find friends and stuff and go somewhere else. So,
yeah. Well, you get good at whatever you do, because I got so good that only one time in my life growing up did somebody show up in the woods and I didn't know they were coming. It was my older brother. That was the only time. I would always see people before they saw me, but he got us. He caught us playing with matches.
Oh, yeah. Well.
We got in some trouble.
Yeah, that's all the trouble cause right there. You can't play with matches anywhere.
Still don't know how he found us and got to us that fast. We didn't see him coming and freaked us out. My friend almost had a heart attack.
But
we almost lost Pat.
Because you know why? Because you weren't paying attention. You were more focused on whatever it was, which is important because you're playing with matches. Honestly, I mean, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You're focusing on something important, the matches and whatnot, whatever you're doing. So you weren't doing too bad off. Your job didn't. Your brain didn't let you focus somewhere else. So that's fine.
But my friend Pat almost had a heart attack.
Because your brother caught you?
Yeah, he was like, he took the thing away from us before we had a can full of fire. He took it away from us and put it out before we knew he was around, and it freaked him out real bad. Freaked me out, but him bad. It kind of made him think something was a little weird. Like, how's he know that shit? I said, no, it's not. it's not any weird magic because he was a Seventh-day Adventist and he thought a lot of stuff was too mystical. He didn't like that.
Ah, well.
You know what I mean? He was couldn't go to play baseball because Seventh-day Adventist, the games were on Saturdays, so they couldn't play. That's how into it. So he was thinking, what's going on?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mysticism at that age is.
Yeah, it wasn't mysticism at all. It was just observation.
No, but in his mind, your mind.
Yeah.
His mind,
I knew it was observation. He thought it was some magic trick. But like you said, we were concentrating on the can.
Yeah. I mean, that's it right there. I mean, all of your focus is going right in front of you. So it's okay, Brian.
Well, in my defense, we had the fire going in the can, so we were pretty safe.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I everybody play with matches. If you didn't, then how are you ever going to learn? You learn, you burn yourself, and then you don't play anymore.
Yeah, it was July though, so for kids, don't play with matches out in the woods in July. Do it in March.
You know, my dad was smart and taught me that a trick. You know, tell you the trick.
Sure.
He'd say, "You ever seen a match burn twice?" I'd say, "What?" And he'd
Oh
go,
yeah.
lit it once, turns it off, and then touches you with it afterwards. Oh man, it's mean, but it's a joke. It's an educating joke, actually. Oddly enough, you know.
Yeah.
Not gonna hurt you, you know. But I mean, it does temporarily. But it was like, you know, match burned twice. If you don't know what that joke is, folks, by the way, light a match, turn it out or blow it out, and then grab the match. You'll watch the match burn twice. That's good. But I'd show my son here, but I'm sure he probably knows the joke. Knows it. Okay, so let's see here. We have. If you could have any animal as a pet, Brian, what would animal it be, and why would you choose? I know you're gonna say small dogs, so go ahead, say small dogs.
Well, I already have the perfect pet by a cat, so it's incredible. That's it.
Yeah.
I got what I would have.
You wouldn't have a monkey?
No, listen, no, those things they rip off people's penises and faces. So
A macaque? Whatever it was
no,
called.
yeah, the only way I'd want one is if I was in a really rough area and people tried to get in because they'll rip your face and your penis off if you're a man.
There you go. Well, you gotta be able to handle that stuff, you know, now and again.
Yeah, the cat. My cat's the best pet ever, man.
Yeah, and your
I
cat.
don't know if it's a pet. It's
Your
mine.
cat's a smart
Roommate.
cat. Gets out of the way when there's dogs around, and doesn't isn't afraid of them, you know.
Well, the cat and I are very similar. Try to sneak up on that cat.
Right?
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
It
You
knows
know-
where everybody is. It knows where I am at all times. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, maybe that is like you. It's your cat. Hey, if you open a business right now, what kind of business would it be?
It'd be kind of nice to open a publishing business for young authors. That'd be good. New authors.
I like that idea.
No overhead. Zero overhead nowadays. It used to be you had to buy equipment and all that. There's none now.
Well, somebody's got to buy it.
No.
No, somebody's got to buy it. I'll tell you what.
Well, but you don't. You just order the books. You set up the design and order it. You don't print anything. It's awesome. It's really changed the publishing world. Because people used to they wanted a small publishing company. They had to buy equipment that was 50 grand or something. Now you don't have to buy it.
Well,
Amazon provides a service that's cheaper than you could if you had your own machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
publishing
One second
business.
here. I'm going to do.
What would you do? Publishing business for me. What would you be into?
Back in a bit.
What would I do? Right now, this time, and I've had a business. What would it be? And what's the goal? I mean, that's my thing. Is what's the goal? Is the goal to make money? Is the goal to have fun? Is the goal to, you know, be happy? Isn't that the goal of everything, to be happy?
Well, I think the
So-
question, no, the goal of everything is not to be happy. Sometimes be happy, but happiness is not the only goal. It's definitely not, for me, it's not the main goal.
You know what happiness is, Brian?
Yeah.
It's a warm gun.
Yeah. See, happiness is something I don't mind when it happens, but I don't think it's the main goal. You know? Satisfaction's way better than some happiness.
Satisfaction is happiness.
No, it's a totally different thing. You could have that calm, satisfied feeling, and yeah, it's not that you're all that happy overall, but you're satisfied with that, or you're hopeful.
This is
So
funny
open
because
the business is to make money is the main thing, and if you can help people doing it, that's something you'd like, and so would I. So, if
So
you
that
open a
makes-
business, what kind of business?
see, if I could open a business and be inspirational at the same time, I would be, that'd make me happy, you know. It's be motivational, be inspirational, be happy. So if I had a business right now, it would actually be to promote positivity. And I'm not sure how to do that quite yet. Maybe publishing, I don't know.
Well, publishing's good because if you help somebody publish their own book, they're going to be happy forever, and then they'll want to do it again. So,
But being a motivational speaker of some sort and talking
Yeah.
like that would be good. That would be good.
you got a program you're working on. So,
Yeah, yeah. You never know.
yeah, I have a program I'm working on, but then I felt I wasn't ready to start going out and telling people, about it. So I went underground with it. But like that Brendan Burchard, he started just in his local area, and then he started writing. He writes every day, and now he has great sayings and great books. And I even bought a free book from him. So something like you want to do, you just start doing it, and then it'll build.
Well, that's what we're doing with one thing. So
Yeah, he wrote
Yeah.
a book. He wrote a book called the Motivation Manifesto, and it's incredible how to take your plan and put it into action. You always want to do things, you're always excited, but you just don't have the direction. That's the book, the Motivation Manifesto. And
who wrote that?
Brendan Burchard. It was a free book, and so I got that. I had to pay postage, but now I'm a fan for life and a follower.
And he's from here.
No, he's international. He got on Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
He started as a regular guy, and Oprah took notice. Then he skyrocketed.
Oh,
He has daily plans. He's really into planning and positive things, and
yeah. No, I'm all
how to
about
deal
that.
with negativity, because there's a lot of negativity out there. So
Yes, there is. Right now, it's negativity is taking over the world with this during this COVID time. Unfortunately,
yeah,
people
but
are, this.
we're reopening though. I think those
We
days
are
are
reopening
over.
slowly. Well,
Yeah, those drab days are over. People are excited about the reopening.
yeah. No, I think that's good. The dog days are over.
Yeah.
Maybe, hopefully.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Even Fauci said so. He said probably not going to be a major outbreak, and as we continue to get like 10 million people or more than that vaccinated every day, then the chance of an outbreak goes down every day.
Speaking of which, aren't you and I supposed to get a vaccine part due
Yes, Wednesday. We got to be there at 11:45 Wednesday.
Wednesday?
You have a out of town appointment that day?
You know what? I'm gonna find out here in a second. I don't think so.
Schedule.
I'm gonna schedule it if I can. I will reschedule it if I don't have it already. So
I'm taking a neighbor's tonsils out at 10, but we'll be done by 11:15. So
yes, well, they had rescheduled my stuff. It was every Wednesday at around 1
Yeah.
or so, but they've rescheduled it a little bit. So trying to get the schedule back. We'll find out. I'll let you know. But either way, yeah, I do have some schedules. I do have some meetings later on this week. And it makes me wonder if I'm gonna feel like I'm wiped out. I had a friend, Chrissy. She got her second vaccine the other day, and she said it felt like a Mack truck hit her.
well, they say what you have to do is start microdosing psilocybin mushrooms today. By Wednesday, you'll be fine. If you elevate the dose slightly each day, you'll be okay. I'm
There
gonna
we
do
go.
apple cider vinegar and coffee.
Well, I think you it kind of had some effects on you the first time on the first
Maybe
shot.
I had a lower back thing, but I don't think it was related. And then it kind of hurt at the site a little bit, and I was tired for hour or two. I don't know, a few hours. I wasn't real bad. I didn't feel like, wow, that sucked.
Well, no, but I've heard that if you have some side effects in the first one, then you don't have any side effects in the second one,
Yeah.
or vice versa a little bit. So we'll see.
Well, they say side effects in the first one are a good thing.
Yeah. So So I don't know.
So if
I
you
don't know.
well, let's go back to the question. You opened a business, it'd be a motivational business,
It'd be, yeah, anything to positivity. You know,
positivity
even if
center.
it was, you know, if I could do it, my business would be promoting other businesses and helping them do what they do, which I do now, you know. It's kind of like helping people.
That's kind of concierge of life, is that?
Concierge of life, yeah,
They help
exactly.
people.
That's what I do right now, with my time that I can. But I mean,
See, I actually think the concierge of life would be a better book than Chef.
there you go. Well,
Chef could be part of it. Chef could be a program within the book, but that
there you go.
concierge of life concept is so strong.
And what he's talking about, Chef, folks, is that I wrote a small little book, which is about my cooking abilities. I'm kidding, actually. That's pretty funny because my cooking
It's
abilities.
about using onions in breakfast and kind of
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
cooked
yeah.
onions for breakfast. I did a survey. I can't find anybody that likes that except you and my sister Patty.
Well, Patty's a smart girl, so no, I
Oh,
I
and
think
she likes you a lot because you had cookies sent over at a restaurant one time. So that was cool. That was concierge of life right
right
there.
there. That's right. You know, well, I had to.
That was.
I wanted to impress her on you. You know, I wanted her to impress. She's like, oh my, you know, make you look good. Is what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's the cool thing. You know, with friends, we do things sometimes. And if you ever want to impress somebody, or ever, you know, if you see a friend in a restaurant having a dinner or whatever lunch with somebody else, send over some cookies on their behalf, just to them, because that way you're not asking anything of them, but you're just saying hi. You know, you're my buddy, miss you, take care, and it actually impresses the people that are with them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Makes them think that you're pretty special. Not you, but I mean the person you're buying it for is pretty special. So I thought so anyway. And ever since that,
I was thinking of, I had a weird idea here, but it was something to do with like people check into the hotel that is your life. Basically, every time somebody comes to you, it's like they're checking into the hotel of life with you. You are the concierge. They become a concierge. I think that concierge of life thing is excellent.
thank you. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You should really push that sucker. Work on that. Diagram it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put things
The
on the wall. If you're putting things on the wall, stuff's going to happen. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, the Concierge of Life was a business I started in 2007, I think it was. And basically, at that time, I had because I had so many irons in the fire starting up, and the market was just dropping, and everybody had problems, and we were going to recession. So I was kind of like the guy, if you had a problem, you know, I'll solve it. Check out the hook, but each of you involves it. Ice baby type of thing. Anyways, I'm talking and I'm not rambling. Anyways, point is that Concierge of Life is right there. That's actually a newer card. My old cards, these just say, hey, my phone number and my email right there.
There
But
you go. Hey, do a like 30-second elevator talk on concierge of life.
Concierge of Life, basically, if you need help with anything in particular, business wise or locally here in the community, I consider myself a business and community advisor, and I can get you involved into whatever it is you want to do and help grow the community, help grow your business, because the foundation of a business is based on your ability to network, and I can help you with that.
What if somebody said, hey, could you do a little research on something for me? And
100%.
look some
Well, I
stuff
can.
up?
See, the thing is that now I don't charge anybody.
Basically look some stuff up for me and they give you a list. Could you do that?
I don't do things where I'm not, I can give them somebody who can do it for them. I know that's my whole goal is.
Yeah, but that becomes middleman to a middleman.
Exactly. And I can do it for them, but here's the deal. Now I don't charge. So I don't, you know, I'm not charging people to be.
Yeah, we're talking actually if it's a business. So let's do the 30-second again. I won't interrupt. The 30-second elevator speech on concierge of life. Go.
Well, concierge of life is basically a philosophy, which is basically if I can help you accomplish whatever it is the needs are you have. I mean, it might be selling a car, it might be selling a business, it might be needing HR services, human resource services. It might be getting employees of yourself or getting anything done, accomplished. I can do that because I have a tendency to know everybody, and I'm the networking guru in Cowlitz County. So where we are here. So if you need a job, whatever you need in particular, I can help you out, and I can guide you through those services and make sure you have the right things you need. But as far as I'm tell you, Brian, and say that right now my services, just says here's my email, because if you need some help, let me know. I don't charge full money anymore. I can't, because I'm on disability and stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
So if if I can find the time to help you, just simple questions, or, I might charge you a coffee and buy me a coffee somewhere, and we can talk, and you can, well, at lunch maybe, depending on what
Like
it
it.
is. Yeah. But yeah, so
Getting
that's
that 30 seconds down is tough. That's a tough one. 30-second elevator speech.
well, I can definitely put together 30
Yeah.
30-second elevator speech. I did that for many years. I was,
Yeah. Well, nowadays they're coming up with the 6-second, the 15, the 30, and the minute.
yeah, well, I can do that stuff for you. It's
If
not
you
a
have a
problem.
6-second elevator speech, you better get
It's
it in and out quick.
It's a floor. You
That'd
go
be a
one-
slogan, though. That'd be a slogan.
Yep. Yep. And I have slogans. I work on slogans. I build slogans. I've done that before. But right now, being that I'm not trying to make money, that it's
Well, if
just
somebody told me I had a 6-second elevator speech for Concierge of Life, I think I could come up with one.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
I'd say, here's what I'd come up with.
sure.
Concierge of Life. What can I do for you? That's it. That's it.
That's exactly what the card actually said for the long time. How can I help you? That's all it was. How can I help
What
you?
can I do for you is strong, because it makes you sound like you're active and doing something, and
What could I
it's
do
not
for you?
help. Help sounds like you're superior.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't want help. They
I'm gonna
want
have to look at my
something.
card. I'm not sure what it says. It might say that right there. That
Yeah,
do
what
for
can
you?
I do for you? Because help is a kind of a loaded word now.
Yep. No, you're right. I actually like the what can I do for you, and that might be what's on my card, my old card now. I don't remember. It
Yeah.
says something similar to that. I'll find it for you.
I got
Okay.
that from a college professor in sales class. He said, "Don't say, 'Hey, can I help you?' Say, 'What can I do for you?'"
Yeah. No, I think that's great. Actually,
I love that.
And mine, I can't remember what my other original card says. I just didn't put anything on it this time because the card used to say so much stuff. It was, how, it was basically, it was, all these little services. I mean, I used to do.
I just say, "What can I do for you?" That's enough.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Well, that's true because.
They'll get it.
Yep. Nope. That's good.
Because everybody knows what a concierge is, and Michael J. Fox did a movie where he is a concierge. It's a known thing.
He did.
Yeah, it's awesome. You got to see it. He is Michael.
What movie was that?
Yeah, I can't remember, but it was. I'll look it up in a minute.
Oh, it was something about money. It was.
I'll look it up on my phone. We'll do the next question.
Yeah. Next question is, who is your favorite entertainer, comedian, musician, actor, etc.?
I'm gonna say Dean Martin.
Yeah, he's a good all-around.
Well-rounded. He can do comedy. He can be a straight man. He does music. He's relaxed. He worked well with Jerry Lewis, which is hard. He's good. He's all around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, for older ones, I'd say I liked Jerry Lewis quite a bit. But currently, right now, comedian, and I would say, hands down, my favorite was always Robin Williams. Not yours, but Robin Williams was my all-time favorite. Eddie Murphy currently is pretty darn good, and he's a good entertainer, musician, and actor. So, I think that's who I'm going to go with at the moment. And then. Am I an organized person? Am I a very organized person?
Oh, I was going to say you were right. It's For Love or Money, and he played a concierge.
Yeah, For Love or Money. There you go.
Fox. That was a great movie.
There you go. That's where I had the idea. Actually, I forgot all about that movie whatsoever until you said that. It's funny, For Love or Money. Maybe that's where I got it from. Yeah, never know. I think I got another vein coming in right here. It's weird. For the love of money. And then, are you a very organized person, Brian?
Yeah, I'd have to say I am for the most part. I got a lot of stuff going on here and it's pretty well organized, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, pretty well organized. Always working towards more organization.
Yeah, I can't even file my dishes. We're good. No, I think that I'm not a very organized person at all. My focus and abilities to do so probably were never great. But nowadays, it's kind of like, well, it's not good. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not disorganized in the fact that I can't, handle my own life, but it just seems like no matter what I do, I always going from one thing to another, and
Yeah. Ping
not
pong in
good.
it. Little ping pong action, they call it.
Yeah, I'm an ENTP, so there you go. It's kind of like I hate to give it a name to something, but you kind of flighty from one thing to the next, That's okay. Have you ever given a presentation in front of a large group of people, and how did it go?
Many times and almost always really well.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna change that question. Have you ever given a presentation in front of a lot of people and it didn't go well? Because I know
That seems like you're turning it negative. Yeah, early on you got to bomb 3 or 4 times doing whatever you do.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
find your note cards, whatever.
Well,
But
the thing is
usually it
that,
went well. It usually went well, even if it wasn't a prepared thing. Sometimes I would end up in front of the crowd having to tell them.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
that's
like
why
angry crowds too. I had to go against hostile crowds and tell them stuff they didn't like at these rock shows, and I'd have to be the bearer of bad news, and so that was scary but fun.
a rock show,
Yeah, like 300 people watching these bands, and you have to come up and tell them some news they're not going to like.
like,
Well,
like,
one time there were 20 people snuck in, so we made everybody go back out, and then walk through, and we would let them in if we knew they had paid.
gotcha.
They were not happy. It was
Or
close
like,
to a riot, but we managed it.
in front of a group and tell them that the second band isn't playing, type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks. That's
or shutting the band off because they do something wrong, and that flips everybody out.
such as a time. Can you explain?
Well, say the band's getting out of hand, the guy's too drunk or something. You come up and he's doing some guitar solo, which this did happen, and then you're like, pull the plug, and you crowd freaks out, and then you tell them some things, and then you get them excited for the next band, and they come in, and the whole thing blows over. But it's ugly for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could totally see
You can't
that.
have drunk guys in a club because what happens is the guy that's letting you use his club is never going to want you again.
Yeah, and the place burns down. Like,
That could happen too.
what place that was, I don't remember, but it was over in East Coast when the band went crazy and went wild, and they burned the whole place down. What was that on accident? It was, they played here.
Oh,
Right.
wow. Great White, and then
Great White.
Smoke on the Water, they burn a place down too. Somebody did.
Yeah, no good. No good at all. That's very, very sad when something like that
You
happens.
got to be kind of mean to be a music promoter. You got to be tough because, I had a tough guy, a hatchet man guy named Al, and he would do the real bad news to the people and lay down the law. But things can get out of hand fast with music. If you got 300,
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I've done a lot of presentations for real estate people,
yeah,
and how that worked almost every time. I mean, if I felt bad about it, I mean, if I felt like I wasn't going in the right direction, and I always felt that way in the beginning. I always felt like, something's not right. It's not quite as well as the presentation is. So what I would do is pretty much right off the bat, I'd say, here's something going on because we teach real estate classes, and so I'd bring somebody up and say, have you ever had this happen in your business? And ask one person, say, can you explain? And then that person would raise their hand, and everybody wants to talk about themselves. That's the best thing about it, is that you ask the question for them and you get them to work into it, and then the whole day goes by that quick. You know what I mean?
that's good.
Everybody wants to, interact, and everybody's got stories. Everyone has stories. Everybody has had this problem happened, and you know that already before you even ask the question.
Yeah.
So I asked a question that I know that somebody's gonna reply to and say, "Oh my gosh, yada 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 yada," and
Yeah. And
how
if
do
the person looks panicked, you just go to the other person.
yep, no worries, because there's
We'll get back
30
to
of them in
you.
the room. Yeah,
That's cool. Those have to be real organized, seems like. And oh, the only problem I ever have with those kind of presentations is the tech isn't ready. A lot of times the sound and things like that. So
Oh,
if you have your
100%.
stuff ready, if you're prepared, you can do a great presentation.
we've done that ourselves. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's from experience.
What is the strangest dream you've ever had?
There's too many to even. I can't even pin one down. There's so many.
Can't recall any of them.
Hundreds of them. Oh, I had a sleep and dream class in college, and we had to control what we were dreaming about. We had to write everything down. We had to do what do you call it? Affirmations, so that when we went to bed, we'd have dreams about certain things, and it was crazy.
Yeah, and I feel like I studied that a little bit in college too, but I don't remember taking a class on it.
Oh,
But,
it was incredible. It was one of the greatest classes that I've ever taken.
but I feel like it was at the same time that you have some feedback now, by the way.
Whoa.
There you go. Anyways, no, we have when I was in college, right there, at the same time as Nightmare on Elm Street, part whatever, the Dream Kids or some odd baloney. So
Yeah.
I can't remember if I was going to classes on that or if I was just watching the movie a whole bunch. But it was interesting for sure on how to control your dreams a little bit.
Yeah, they talked about lucid dreaming and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and we would have to keep a log of it, and then we'd have to talk about what we were going to try to dream about that night, and had to report about the next day, and it was hard, but it was good.
Yeah, I'd hate to do that because it's hard to all of a sudden you start making something up and you always without making that up without dreaming it.
Yeah, they were trying to get us to the point where our dreams seemed so real that we weren't sure.
So you were able
They
to
were-
control it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember that. You can control your dreams, folks. It's quite interesting, but
A lot of work, but
it is. Yeah.
you got to make it a habit. I haven't done it for years, but
Either have I.
great.
Yeah. No, I think. That Eddie and what do you call it, Freddy Krueger thing really made us all want to control our dreams because it's something it's kind of scary at the time. But the strangest dream I ever had, actually, I used to have a dream that was a continuous dream of some sort. There was this house in my dream, and it was like a 3-story house, 3 or 4-story house, and there was different doors, and they all had one of them had like a half door type of a really weird kid's room with a half door, and but I'd go in the house, and then I'd end up downtown. I'd go out one of the rooms, I'd end up downtown or in California or wherever I wanted to go, type of thing, like a portals. And it was the weirdest thing in the world. And I had that dream for years, all my life, basically until I was about 30. And then one day, my sister, when we were all sitting around and my sister goes, "I used to dream about that house all the time, Grandma Peterson's house." And I'm like, "Me too." And so all of a sudden, all of us kids did the same thing. We all had these weird dreams. Come to find out, it did have a half door on the 4th floor, and my great uncle, committed suicide in that house.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, he
that took a horrible turn, folks. As we run out of an hour of time here, that's
Right.
wild. Are you getting
But that's-
feedback right now?
huh?
Getting any feedback right now?
Well, I'm hearing a beep, beep, beep. Yeah, it's not good, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that's
We're
what
running out of time is what I was
So
telling
we
you.
have that issue
That's
going on
that's
with life.
That took
Yeah.
a horrible turn. I like that.
Well, he did. He took a horrible turn right into the
Wow.
garage. He took
That's
a horrible
haunting.
turn. He took a horrible turn right into the garage that he built and then shut the door
Well,
while it was running. So there you go. That was the turn.
bring us
But-
back to the screen here.
Absolutely. Oh, but
Haven't
back to the
seen
screen.
enough of us. That was
Sure,
a good
you have
way
seen
to
it,
end,
you know.
man. That was a
Back to the
strong
next
ending.
time.
I got to
We'll
tell
do
you,
the
that was.
conversation.
I got to say that was a strong ending coming in with that twist.
That
The
it turned
dream
into-
turns into a guy had committed suicide there. So it was whoa. It was very much into that whole horror genre.
Well, yeah, it's sad. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day, guys. See you tomorrow.
One,
Oh,
two,
damn.
three.
Oh,
Oh, gotcha.
I know. I saw your.
Oh man.
I gave it to
Well,
you.
hey, that was great.
Yeah, take care and
Keep dreaming.
yeah, we'll talk to you in a minute here. Peace out.